If you're a Sony camera fanatic or a filmmaker scouring the internet for the hottest tech rumors, you've clicked on the right video. Today, we're diving into some seriously exciting leaks about 4 possible Sony releases that could redefine the camera world in 2025 and beyond. Stick with me because we're about to unpack the rumored Sony FX32, A7S4, A7V, and A7R6, all in one epic video. Why should you watch all the way through? Because we're not just going to list bullet points. You'll get insider perspectives on how each rumored model might transform your workflow, boost your creative output, and potentially save you money down the line. Whether you're a seasoned professional or an enthusiastic hobbyist, these rumors are jam-packed with features that could elevate your shooting and editing processes. And here's the catch. Release windows can sneak up on you fast, and pre-orders often sell out quickly. So by the end of this video, you'll be armed with enough knowledge to stay one step ahead and be ready to jump when these cameras hit the market. Trust me, you don't want to miss a second. Ready? Let's get started. Let's kick things off with the Sony FX32, a camera that's rumored to blend the best of Sony's compact cinema design with next-generation image technology. Early buzz suggests it might be the direct successor to the wildly popular FX3, yet it's not just an incremental update. If the leaks are accurate, the FX32 could be a game-changer for indie filmmakers, content creators, and even professional cinematographers seeking a lightweight setup without sacrificing pro-level specs. One of the biggest appeals of the FX3 was its compact form factor, especially for handheld shooting, or for mounting on gimbals and drones. Rumor has it the FX32 won't just keep this minimal footprint, but will refine it further with improved ergonomics and possibly a better button layout. Speculation about a built-in electronic viewfinder has surfaced, though some insiders claim it might remain an optional add-on. Either way, expect a streamlined design that won't clutter your setup, but still offers advanced controls. Leaked details also suggest a fanless cooling system that's supposedly more efficient than the FX3's built-in fan approach. This could mean quieter operation and extended recording times, even when shooting in demanding environments or at higher frame rates. That's a huge advantage for documentary shooters or event videographers who need long takes without risking overheating or unwanted fan noise in their audio. The biggest rumor swirling around is a newly developed 12-megapixel full-frame sensor optimized for low-light performance and dynamic range. If that's true, you might see the kind of clean, detailed footage typically associated with Sony's top-tier cinema lineup. There's also talk of a global shutter being incorporated, which would drastically reduce rolling shutter artifacts and open up smoother motion capture for fast-paced scenes. Should this feature materialize, it would set the FX32 apart from competitors in the same price bracket. And let's not forget frame rates. Industry chatter suggests up to 4K at 180 frames per second, creating jaw-dropping slow-motion sequences. The possibility of 8K is floating around too, though many are skeptical if Sony will push 8K into such a compact body just yet. Even if 8K doesn't make the cut, that super clean 4K with high frame rate would be more than enough to satisfy most pro workflows. Stay tuned, because if you're an aspiring filmmaker or a YouTuber aiming for cinema quality production, this could be the camera that changes your entire approach. Moving on, let's talk about the Sony A7S4, the next rumored star in Sony's Alpha series that's laser-focused on video performance. The A7S lineup has long been lauded for its superb low-light capabilities, and if the A7S4 leaks are accurate, we're about to witness another leap forward in high ISO performance and advanced video functions that cater to everyone from wedding videographers to full-time YouTubers. Sources suggest that the A7S4 will maintain a familiar Alpha series build, but introduce better grips and a more intuitive control scheme, something that's especially handy for hours of shooting. One notable rumor is a possible downgrade in EVF resolution compared to the A7S3, but the flip side could be faster refresh rates and longer battery life. This trade-off might actually appeal to those who prioritize seamless video capture over ultra-high EVF resolution. Traditionally, A7S cameras stick to lower megapixel counts, 12 megapixels for instance, to maximize light sensitivity. However, we're hearing whispers of a 24-megapixel sensor for the A7S4. Why the jump? Sony may be aiming for a sweet spot that enables both amazing low-light shooting and better detail retention for 4K and even 6K oversampling. If the rumored sensor design is real, we could get remarkable clean high ISO footage that's less grainy than ever before. The big question, will we finally see 4K/120 frames per second in full-frame readout? Some say yes, while others hint it might be a Super 35 crop for 120 frames per second. Either way, A more accessible slow-motion mode is almost certain, especially if Sony wants to stay competitive. There's also speculation around 10-bit internal recording across all frame rates, which would be a dream for colorists and filmmakers who rely on grading flexibility. If you followed camera forums, you know the A7S4 might get a full-sized HDMI port, a favorite feature among video professionals who prefer robust external monitor setups. Add in rumored dual card slots with CFX press support, and you have a camera that can handle serious data throughput, crucial for higher bitrate recording. For content creators focused on run-and-gun filming, cinematic wedding videos, or even documentary work, the A7S4's rumored specs sound almost too good to be true. But remember, until Sony unveils the final product, take everything with a grain of salt. Still, the excitement is palpable, and we can't wait to see how it shakes up the industry. Next up is the Sony A7V, an anticipated upgrade to the beloved A7IV that struck a near-perfect balance between still photography and video functionality. If you're looking for a do-it-all camera that can capture stunning photos one moment and cinematic video the next, the A7V might be your dream machine. Though official details are non-existent at the moment, rumors are pointing to big enhancements that could make it the ultimate hybrid shooter. If you've ever handled the A7IV, you know it offers a comfortable grip and a relatively lightweight build for a full-frame camera. According to industry chatter, the A7V could refine that chassis further, maybe incorporating improved button placement for quick toggling between photo and video modes. Weather sealing is another hot topic. We're hoping for a more robust sealing system that offers extra peace of mind when shooting in dusty or wet environments. The A7IV already boasts a 33-megapixel sensor, which is a significant sweet spot for hybrid workflows. Some rumors suggest the A7V will keep a similar resolution, but feature a new generation, BIONZXR processor, possibly with AI-accelerated autofocus. This could translate to better subject detection, faster burst speeds, and improved noise handling in low light. Imagine tracking a fast-moving subject, like a dancer or athlete, with near-instant lock-on and smooth, real-time eye AF. That's the level of performance insiders claim might be on the table. Hybrid shooters who loved the A7IV's 4K 60 FPS with a slight crop might be thrilled to hear that the A7V could push 4K 120 FPS or even incorporate 6K oversampling. This extra detail would allow for sharper imagery, especially if you plan to downscale footage. Some have also floated the idea of an improved S-Cinetone profile for smoother gradations and better color science out of the box. One of the juiciest rumors is a potential early 2025 announcement. If Sony follows previous timelines, we could see a reveal around the first quarter of the year. As for cost, the A7V might be priced a notch above the A7IV's launch price, but hopefully still within reach for enthusiastic pros and dedicated hobbyists. If you love the idea of owning a camera that can shine in portrait photography 1 minute and churn out a cinematic travel vlog the next, keep your eyes peeled for any official hints about the Sony A7V. This could be the hybrid model that sets the bar for the entire industry. Now let's pivot to the rumor that has resolution junkies buzzing, the Sony A7R6. Sony's A7R series has always been about extreme detail. The A7R5 raised the bar with a 60-megapixel sensor, 8K video, and advanced autofocus. Could the A7R6 push the boundary even further? If the murmurings are to be believed, we might see an 80-megapixel or even 100-megapixel sensor, making it a prime candidate for landscape photographers, commercial shooters, and anyone needing a massive pixel count. Packing that many megapixels typically sparks concerns about rolling shutter, dynamic range, and overall processing bottlenecks. To handle those issues, Sony might employ stacked sensor technology, which not only speeds up data readouts, but also reduces rolling shutter artifacts. If you love capturing moving subjects, think sports or wildlife, a stacked sensor could be a game changer even at these higher megapixel counts. While the R series is primarily stills-oriented, it's no slouch in the video department. A rumored 8K 30 FPS or 8K 60 FPS, with some possible crop, has been floating around, potentially using pixel binning or line skipping for improved performance. But here's the kicker. If Sony prioritizes a global shutter or near global readout in the R lineup, it could mean gorgeously clean video with minimal distortion. We may also see advanced color profiles, more refined 10-bit 422 internal recording, and better heat dissipation for extended 8K or 4K shooting. The A7R5 already boasts some of Sony's best autofocus algorithms, including AI-driven subject recognition, For the A7R6, expect further improvements, especially if a new processor powers deeper AI capabilities. On top of that, we could see up to 8 stops of in-body stabilization, ensuring tack-sharp images even when shooting handheld at slower shutter speeds, a crucial feature for event photography and on-location shoots where tripods aren't always feasible. If Sony follows its typical timeline, the A7R6 might break cover in late 2025. As for price, we can anticipate a premium tag that reflects its flagship status, potentially upwards of $3,500 or more. But for studios, high-end commercial photographers, and even some serious amateurs, the return on investment could be huge, thanks to that jaw-dropping resolution and advanced tech. So, if you're the kind of photographer who wants to zoom in and see every microscopic detail of a landscape, or produce massive prints for galleries, keep the A7R6 on your radar. It might just become the new benchmark in high-resolution mirrorless photography. Now you might be wondering, why does it matter if these rumored cameras are coming out in 2025 or later? How does this affect your current gear choices or future upgrade plans? The truth is, in the camera world, especially the Sony ecosystem, new releases can significantly shift the market, influence lens development, and even alter secondhand gear prices. Here's the bigger picture. Sony isn't the only major player. Canon is rumored to be stepping up its mirrorless game with more advanced R-series models, and Nikon has teased some impressive Z-series updates. Fujifilm and Panasonic are no slouches either. Every time Sony releases a cutting-edge feature, like global shutter or advanced AI autofocus, it forces competitors to up their own game. For you, the end user, competition means better features at often more affordable prices. When new cameras hit the market, lens manufacturers, both Sony and third-party brands like Sigma, Tamron, and Samyang, often respond with new or updated lenses optimized for these bodies. That means you get the benefit of specialized optics that can leverage advanced autofocus algorithms or high-resolution sensors. Plus, accessories like cages, external recorders, and gimbals often get updated for these next-gen models, giving you a more robust system overall. If you're not ready to drop a few $1,000s on brand new gear, keep in mind that older Sony cameras often see price drops once successors are announced. The A7S3 might become more affordable when the A7S4 is confirmed, and the same goes for the A7IV once the A7V hits. This can be a huge perk if you're looking to grab still powerful equipment at a discount. Videographers and photographers who plan to stick with their gear for a long time might see these rumored features and decide it's worth waiting for. If the FX32 truly offers reliable fanless cooling, or if the A7R6 delivers near-medium format resolution, holding off on your upgrade could save you from buyer's remorse in a year or two. On the other hand, if these rumors don't align with your needs, you might find that current models already do the job exceptionally well, leading you to snag a great deal now. In short, these rumored Sony releases aren't just spec hype. They shape the entire imaging industry. Staying informed means you can make smarter gear decisions and time your purchases to get the maximum bang for your buck. So there you have it, a deep dive into Sony's rumored 2025 camera lineup that could blow open new doors for filmmakers, vloggers, and photographers alike. From the compact but cinema-focused FX32 to the hybrid all-rounder A7V, and from the low-light beast A7S4 to the ultra-high-resolution A7R6, each rumored model caters to a unique segment of creatives. Now here's why you don't want to click away just yet. If you found this video helpful, or even a little bit exciting, there's more content on the way. We'll be covering official announcements the moment Sony drops them, plus hands-on reviews if we can get our early access. By subscribing and hitting that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when these cameras go from rumor to reality. Imagine being ready to pre-order before the rest of the world even finds out the official specs. Do me a favor, comment below which camera you're most excited about. Are you a low-light junkie waiting on the A7S4? Or do you crave that massive resolution rumored for the A7R6? Let's keep this conversation rolling. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video.